how the designs were going to look, how the product was going to work, what we were going to offer. So that was kind of like the really fundamental building blocks into building Blurr. We had the new name and we kind of had momentum going with us, and I think any founder that can kind of relate to this feeling that you have a bunch of ideas flowing around and you want to do so much. So it was like kind of really exciting time, and we felt like we had so many great ideas going and so much inspiration that we really had to just kind of emulate it in a way and put something like pen to paper or something. So we partnered with a design studio at Northeastern actually called Scout, which is an amazing group, and they did amazing work. And that's kind of where we sat down and we got the initial ideas of how the designs were going to look, how the product was going to work, what we were going to offer. So that was kind of like the really fundamental building blocks into building Blurr, where we sat down, meeting after meeting, numerous meetings, kind of ironing out what do we want to give to people, what do we want them to get from using Blurr, and that's how we kind of got the idea that we wanted Blurr to be this very simple and very easy to use app that anyone could use, whether it be a 12-year-old to a 70, 80-year-old. It doesn't matter. It has to be very intuitive, simple, minimal, and that's where we started with the design studio at Northeastern, and it kind of just snowballed. We had great minds just sitting at the table, just thinking of what we wanted to do, and it was all downhill from there. It's one of those things where you take a timeline and you think this is what it's going to take, and I would say multiply it by 5, even 10. So with the designs, I mean, it's kind of iteration after iteration after iteration after rollout after rollout after rollout, and it's never just an overnight type of thing where you sit down, you're like, this is what I want. Next day deliverable is like, okay, this is what we're going to market with. It just doesn't work like that. It's really, as I said, getting somewhere, seeing how people react with it, seeing how you feel with it, sleep on it for a few days, and then roll out a different version and make some tweaks. And that goes for anything. That goes for the design of the product, that goes for the development, that goes for anything that we do. It's kind of small successes and small victories and rollout after rollout, and seeing how things go, reacting and responding to how people interact with it. That's really what it's about. So it's definitely a lot of iterations and a lot of different versions that get you to where you are. So where we are today, it may seem we're a pretty young company, but we've definitely been through many different phases up till now.